If you're an entrepreneur or maybe have a side business, maybe that you hope to become your sole business, there are some costly financial mistakes that are fairly common for entrepreneurs. I'm going to help you avoid them. That and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. If you're an entrepreneur or maybe have started a business before, maybe you've got a side income going and maybe multiple, this video is for you because, guys, there are some common financial mistakes that entrepreneurs make that are easily avoidable. And I understand why they're made because you're focused on starting a business. This is difficult. Most of them fail. Most of them fail within the first year. They require cash, they require a lot of attention, and if it's a side hustle so that you've got other income while you're trying to grow this income source, you are pulled in countless directions, right? And so these are common mistakes. And as a certified financial planner on a team of certified financial planners, multidisciplinary, where we've got a CPA practice and insurance advisors and health insurance advisors and retirement plan advisors and all that, we help a lot of individuals that are entrepreneurs start new businesses and plan through and avoid these mistakes I'm going to share with you. Making any one of these mistakes isn't itself going to derail your business. However, you won't be proactive and you'll need to play catch up, and that can be even more challenging. So what are these three primary mistakes that many entrepreneurs make in their finances while they're just getting started in their business? The first is not selecting the right entity structure. That's right. And I'll tell you there's a spectrum, right? And the mistake is either they never select, you don't select an entity structure, you just go out there, maybe you pick a name for your business, or maybe you just say, no, I'm just gonna kind of giving this a shot, and there's no structure or formality to it, okay? So no entity. But on the other end of that spectrum is you set up a very formal entity structure, and it might not be appropriate. So for entrepreneurs and for your small business, that spectrum, aside from a C Corp, okay, this would be Apple and Microsoft, which might be appropriate for your business as it grows and way out there in the future. But as you're just getting started, again, that spectrum is you're going to be a sole proprietor, an S Corp, or an LLC. Okay, and the hand motions are intentional there. Sole proprietor, S Corp, or LLC. And here's the deal. Very rarely should your entity structure simply be a sole proprietorship. Why? Because an LLC, many people think that an LLC, limited liability corporation, is a tax maneuver, and it's a maneuver that will improve your taxes. And listen, I don't even know if this business is going to get off the ground, so why should I do that? No, guys. LLC, limited liability corporation, limited liability company, is designed to limit your liability for this enterprise, for this entrepreneurial business. And even if it makes sense for you to operate small as a sole proprietorship, you're still going to want to set up that LLC so you've got that limited liability. All of that's getting a little bit into the weeds. You've got to work with your financial planner on this, but I would really say that LLC is up here, and then you decide whether you want that LLC to be operate as a sole proprietorship and be subject to self-employment taxes, which is going to make sense for a lot of businesses as they get started, but still set up that LLC, or whether you want that LLC to be taxed as an S Corp, or whether it makes the most sense for you to just start out as an S Corp. It's a financial planning decision that has an impact on your risk and your risk management, has impact on your cash flow, has impact on your estate plan, so you got to work with an attorney. And who's the one that's helping to guide you through all that? Your certified financial planner working with you, your tax preparer, your attorney as well, to ensure that you have the right entity structure. Second mistake that entrepreneurs make as they're just starting in their business, and this one creates a death loop, guys, and that is getting behind on the taxes. No tax planning, no proactive tax planning. And I know that's going to sound really boring, and you might say, yeah, okay, fine. No, guys, it's much worse and much more challenging when you're an entrepreneur, and here's the reason why. For most businesses, as you're just getting started, even if you set up that LLC, you're not going to go all the way to S Corp and you're going to go, even if you do though, it still creates this challenge, but you're going to likely start as a sole proprietor, meaning that your LLC is going to be taxed, the profit will be taxed federally, state and local, but then also subject to self-employment tax. And here's the issue. That profit isn't, the tax profit, okay, isn't always knowable in advance and on an ongoing basis, and there's no tax withholdings for it. But think about it, guys. Think about it. Say that it does well, or you've got your other income that's happening, and you're in the 22% tax bracket. Say also that your state and local taxes are around 5%. Well, your self-employment taxes are 15.3%, most likely, depending on your financial situation. So if you do the math, guys, that's over 40%. That's over 40%. Every dollar of profit, you've got to give over 40% to Uncle Sam. 40 cents on the dollar. And if you haven't been setting that money aside, then all of a sudden you're going to have that big tax surprise and need to come up with that cash and send it to Uncle Sam to avoid penalties, or worse yet, you'll have penalties and you'll have to pay even more. Here's the deal. When you're starting your business, you need cash. You're trying to get that thing to grow. You're trying to either find customers or build product, and cash is king. And every dollar that you send downrange to Uncle Sam isn't helping you with your business, and therefore it's very common to either not be proactive with taxes or sort of ignore them for a moment while you're getting things up and going, and then all of a sudden you have to use tomorrow's money or even today's money to pay last quarter's or last year's taxes, and it creates this death loop, okay? The better your business does, the more taxes you have to pay, and it's very, very hard to get out from under that shadow. Proactive tax planning with your certified financial planner who's collaborating with or maybe is your CPA and tax preparer. That's how you ensure that you don't get behind the 8 ball on this and create this sort of cash flow tax loop here that really causes your business and the cash of it to struggle. And then the final costly financial mistake that most entrepreneurs make is not setting up a retirement plan. And you might say, well, that sounds self-serving for someone like you. I bet that's how you guys make money. No, that's not it. But really, guys, I mean, having a retirement plan for your business really accomplishes 2 very, very important things. One, it helps you reduce your taxes. It does, and I just talked about that tax cash flow death loop. And so a retirement plan can help you limit that or prevent that. Number one. And number 2, it helps you with your retirement. So often as you're an entrepreneur, you just need to continue to feed the business cash and feed it cash, feed it cash, feed it cash, so you can continue to grow it and build it and so on. And what that means is fast forward 5 years, fast forward 10 years, fast forward 20 years, if that's the continuous loop, you've never set money aside for you and you are not prepared for retirement. And what it requires is, boy, I hope I can sell this thing. And even then, you've got to sell it for such a large number. Most entrepreneurs, it's hard for them to then sell it in transition. And so starting a retirement plan for your business, when you're an entrepreneur and you start a business, you've got options on the type of retirement plan that you can start up. And it's not just IRA or Roth IRA. You've got some choices. And so you're going to want to meet with your CFP who's working with a retirement planning specialist and help you set up the retirement plan, the right retirement plan at the right time, so that you can avoid this mistake and capture the benefits as well. We believe entrepreneurs and small businesses are the lifeblood of our economy. And in managing that small business, managing the small business that you have, it requires a coordinated effort of many different financial professionals, as well as a coordinated effort of how does that business and its finances impact you as the entrepreneur, impact your finances. You got to work with your CFP who's going to stand in the middle of all those different areas of your financial life and kind of infuse them together, bringing synergy to help you make great choices, avoiding these mistakes and many others. So work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online. Korhorn.com, that's Korhorn with K. WiseMoneyShow.com, you can find us there as well. Or send us an email, info@Korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.